Hey everybody, it's Tracy Melton at Melton Tackle. Got a couple new things here I want to share with you, and this is not something that I get all the time, something I'm excited about, but these are the new Shimano Talica A-Series in the 20 and 25 two-speeds. Last year, you probably heard about the A-Series when they revamped the 12s and the 16s. This year, it's the 25 and the 20, and I'll be honest with you, until I really learned about what the changes were, I thought it was just kind of like a cosmetic refresh. But this is a big improvement in these reels to what's probably the best-selling Shimano reel I know that we offer. We sell a lot of Talicas for a lot of reasons, starting with quality, lightweight, drag range, etc. So let's jump in and kind of talk about what makes the new A-Series 20 and 25 so special. So for starters, if you look at the 25, you can see this thing's got a massive handle. This T-bar handle is kind of what everybody has been asking for, looking for. I don't have it on record yet, but I know these handles are coming separate as an accessory. They're going to be retrofittable across the range of the Talica A's. So there's your T-bar, oversized, great cranking power. It's just an awesome handle. The other feature that is really nice, that's really a game changer on this, it's called Infinity Drive, and it's a completely new drag setting, or a drag setup, I should say. This features a double disc drag, and by having that double disc drag, they've been able to lower the side load on this reel when you go up to a higher drag by about 40%. And I know a lot of you have probably experienced that. You've got a reel, you're trying to fish it at the high end of the drag range, say 80 or 100 pound test with a reel like this, and all of a sudden it's binding. It's really hard to turn. You have no free spool. Well, that isn't a problem with the new Talica A-Series. This Infinity Drive allows you to turn the drag up. Here's a 20, for example. It's spooled with Shimano Depth Hunter Offshore. This is 80 pound. And you can see even with a high drag, I think we scaled the drag here at about 40 pounds of drag. I still get a very easy turning handle. I get great free spool, as you can see. It's just gonna, it spins great. Great free spool, which here on the West Coast, we do a lot of live bait fishing with these bigger reels. We do a lot of casting. That free spool is important. So kind of going through some of the key features on these new reels, just to point them out. We talked about the Infinity Drive. We talked about the oversized handle. About an additional 5 pounds of drag at the top end for both of these reels as a result of that new drag system. It also features a new internal coating system that's called X Protect, where they've put a coating on several of your bearings and other sensitive areas where they really want to keep water intrusion out, keep corrosion down. So that's called X Protect. That's a big increase. Look on the spool now. The old Talicas did not have that, but that stainless pin now gives you a point to tie off your braid. Not a big deal, but from time to time we do have customers that don't get their braid loaded correctly on their reels, and your whole spool can spin. So that's a nice addition. They put that back in. Harness lugs. Let's talk about that for a minute. Even though this is a topless design, they have incorporated harness lugs. Well, the shape of these lugs is different to the previous version. Less prone to wind knots. It's more tapered. Not a big deal again. Hopefully you guys aren't getting tangled on that. But with the more rounded design, it should result in fewer tangles. The other thing that's nice, the reel comes with slugs. So I can take these harness lugs out if I want to fish it completely topless. I can remove the harness lugs and fish it topless. Let's look at the screws on this reel and the side plates. They've gone away from Phillips heads. They're all Torx. So they found over time that when guys don't necessarily take great care of their reels and you get a little bit of corrosion, the Phillips heads can be difficult to get out. So we went with all Torx heads. So that's going to make that a lot easier to deal with. One other area that I forgot to mention was the gear ratio. The new design reels, the new A's, have got a lower gear ratio. So they went from a 2.3 to 1 on the low end on the previous version down to a 1.9 to 1. That's going to make a big deal when you're battling a big tuna in low gear, straight up and down. It's going to give you more cranking power. Couple that with a higher drag setting. That's a really monumental improvement to this reel. That just shows Shimano is listening to the anglers out there. It's listening to feedback, and they're improving these reels from generation to generation. They're currently available in the new 20 and 25. We've got them in stock here at Melton Tackle. I think this is going to be a big game changer across the board for Shimano. The ball handle on the 20, I believe I mentioned it, but it's about 10% larger than it was in the previous version. So it does fit in your hand real nice, or you can look at getting the aftermarket handle. You can put that aftermarket handle on all the A-Series reels. So overall, a pretty big improvement to already a fantastic reel. I know these are going to be really popular with everybody. The full range is available at meltontackle.com. Thanks for checking them out.